here, Mortal Hellseeker, back with another action figure review. Get her standing up. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the entire DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns horse Build-A-Figure wave. I'm going to start with Batman, then I'm going to do Robin, then I'm going to do Superman, then I'm going to do Joker. Big fan of this wave, I'm going to start out with saying that. These are very nice figures. Even though not a perfect line, the figures are pretty solid. So we're going to take a look at them in this video. We're going to do some comparisons, all that jazz. So let's start with Batman. So here we have Batman. This is one of McFarlane Toys' best Batman figures in my own humble opinion. So I'm going to start with talking about accessories. I have all of my trading cards in a binder upstairs, so I won't be able to show those, unfortunately. However, I will be able to show every other accessory. I'm not going to get out the McFarlane stands. All of you guys know what the stands look like. I'm not going to get those. But starting out, you get this bat rope or whatever, which is a pretty neat accessory. I haven't been displaying him with it because I usually display him with one open hand and one fist. Just in case I want to prop him on the horse, he can hold the reins. But this is a really cool accessory because it is pose specific, where he has to kind of hold it in a way where like the top part is dangling and all that. But it's a pretty neat accessory. Along with the open hands, you also get two fists that you can display him with, which is really nice and kind of a rare thing for McFarlane to include, especially when they include an accessory with the figure. It isn't common for them to do that kind of stuff. All right, let's take a closer look at the figure. So here's the Batman figure. First off, let's look at the head sculpt. It is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. It looks sort of from the source material, not completely accurate, but it does look nice. For articulation, single jointed elbow, obviously the usual hand joints on the ball hinge. His arm goes up about that high. There is obviously the usual rotator cup there for a butterfly joint. His diaphragm doesn't have as much articulation as I would want, but he does have it. You can kind of, it's a little odd, but there is articulation there. I love this thigh cut. That's really nice, right? And also, thigh swivel there. This is one of the most articulated Batman figures when we're talking about the legs. Double jointed knees, which is really nice. His feet move like so. And overall, it does do a pretty nice job at replicating the source material. Alright, we're going to do some comparisons, and then we're going to move on to Robin. Conveniently, I actually only have versions of the blue Dark Knight Returns Batman, but still, here he is with the Mafex, which honestly is a figure I have a bit of issues with. It's still a really strong action figure, but he is loose in the diaphragm and all that. Parts of him are stiff. Still looks really good, especially on the horse, which I'll get to in a moment. And then here's the Mattel. Definitely my least favorite of these three. I think he's the least fun, but still looks nice. I like the head sculpt, etc. Alright, let's do a comparison of some more McFarlane Batman figures. Here is Dark Knight Returns Batman with the Batman 3 Jokers figure and the Robert Pattinson Batman. I know some of y'all are seeing this film today. I'm not seeing it till Friday, but I can't fucking wait. Here he is with the Gotham Knights Batgirl and the Gotham Knights Red Hood. And lastly, here he is with Black Costume Spider-Man and Snake Eyes. Next up, we have Carrie Kelly Robin. Now, honestly, she's actually my second favorite Robin character behind Jason Todd. I know that's probably not the popular opinion, but I always have loved her. Mostly because I just love the big glasses and the swooped down orange hair and all that. I always just thought she looked really cute, and I love her. Just because I just love that look. I mean, it's so unique. And she also, the only thing she comes with is her trademark, what do you call one of these? I really don't know. You know what that is. Slingshot, that's it. So here you have the figure. This is probably McFarlane's best Robin. Simply just because of the articulation. So she has the dumbbell hinged neck, the tunic articulation thing, like the rubber, where, she can kind of go down, and double jointed elbows, first time on a Robin. Really nice to see. Double jointed knees, also really nice to see. And her legs are on a ball joint. Feet have the typical McFarlane ball hinge that doesn't look very good, but whatever. Let's show her with some other Robin figures. Here she is next to my only other Carrie Kelly figure, which is the Mafex one. Really comes down to price and preference. The Mafex one is definitely the better of the two, obviously. But she is shorter. She has a wired cape, different heads, etc. She is definitely a cool figure, though. While the Multiverse is definitely a good, cheaper alternative, and also a really solid figure. I don't own the Mattel one, but that one is definitely the worst out of it, as it usually is. But these two look nice. I really have no criticisms on either or, to be honest. Here she is next to Robin King and Damian Wayne. Yeah, she may be the shortest figure McFarlane has put out in the Multiverse line. Still, I'll show you her next to a couple of 6-inch figures. She really isn't as small as you think. For example, here is Carrie Kelly next to the SH Figuarts Integrated Suit Spider-Man and the amazing Yamaguchi Red Hood or Arkham Knight. And next, here we have Superman. Superman may be the more inferior version of Batman in this wave, because he has a very similar structure to the Batman figure, but he has less articulation. So the only accessories, again, besides like the stand and the card, are the two open hands, which, from my knowledge, you do not get these in that 2-pack with the new Armored Batman, which I really hope I can get online somehow, because I really like that. The new head, the new paint, it really does enhance the Armored Batman figure, which I already really liked. So we have the head sculpt, which may not be the greatest, because it isn't ideally Superman, but honestly, it's accurate to the comic. I mean, he isn't that big, handsome Boy Scout that he is in, like, the comics from, before this. They make him uglier because it's an uglier story, to quote 5 Points of Articulation, because I really liked how he put it in that video. But this figure is still probably my favorite Superman in my collection. I don't own a Mafex one. Single jointed elbows, which is fine. I'm not going to complain. Dumbbell hinged neck. Rotator cup. And honestly, body-wise, this is pretty right on Dark Knight Returns. Really is. Again, the legs, same articulation, except no thigh cut. Same as Batman, but no thigh cut. Hinged ankles. Diaphragm, honestly a little bit better than Batman in my opinion, diaphragm-wise. You can get him in a good flying pose. And obviously, I'm trying not to be on a dead horse here, but obviously they did not paint his belt loops. Alright, let's do a comparison of him with some other Superman figures. And here he is with the Rebirth Superman and the Detective Comics 1000 Superman. See, I kind of think that the Rebirth and the 1000 Superman are very good figures with something off to them. I still feel like the Dark Knight Returns one is the best when it comes to the overall look and the articulation, etc. Now, if you're going to want a solid classic Superman, I would say definitely go with the 1001. Articulation, I would say the Rebirth. And honestly, if you want a good amalgamation of the two, just get the Dark Knight Returns one. Especially if you want the horse, you can't really go wrong with the Dark Knight Returns one. Personally, again, he is my favorite of the three. All three are pretty solid, though. Here he is with Lex Luthor, and honestly, one of the best Superman figures they've made, the Superboy Prime. And here he is with the first released Armored Batman. I did not get the blue variant. I had no interest. I thought it was just a really cheap redo, especially right after that they announced the 2-pack, which I still think is the perfect one, but I don't plan on getting the 2-pack because I already have the Superman, and it's just the inferior version of this one because he doesn't come with the hands and the horse piece. So I'm fine with this one, which honestly looks more like the one from BVS. I'm okay with that. I love BVS. But, yeah, I mean, then there's the Mattel one, which is a little shorter but looks good. It's actually a really solid figure. Shorter, though, but that's good for your photography. Or just get the Mafex one that just came out, which, again, is shorter, but definitely the best. So, yeah. And last, but maybe least of the four. I know, it's kind of a shock, because if you're familiar with me, Joker is my favorite character in media. I love the Joker. But, he's overshadowed by the other three, I think. I was really hyped about this one. In fact, the first two I pre-ordered were the Batman and the Joker. But honestly, getting Joker in hand, I got him with Batman, and Batman is definitely the better of the two. The head sculpt, I don't mind. This is the first Dark Knight Returns Joker that I actually think has a laughing head without the batarang in his eye. Now, I kind of wish he did have the batarang in his eye, but whatever. Looks okay. It's kind of there, kind of not. I always loved the white suited look from the comic. So that's definitely a pro. Double jointed elbows. He only comes with a knife and then an alternate open hand, which I would display him with. But the hand that he has on the box, the fist, doesn't seem like it wants to come off, and it almost seems like the peg's gonna break, so that's already a con. Not to mention, that's never nice, looseness. Single jointed knees, I don't really know why, they just kind of gave him those. I like the tie, and again, if you're gonna put him in conjunction with the others, he's really nice. Alright, time for some comparison. Here he is with the Mattel one. Yeah, Superman was the only one and Carrie are the two I didn't have Mattel versions. Superman was the only one I didn't have any other Dark Knight Returns figures of. Honestly, I think Mattel has the better head sculpt, but McFarlane has the better body overall. I think that's how I would say it. It looks more proportional in the McFarlane one, but the head sculpt, I think Mattel is way more on ball with the comic book. Still, I don't think either are terrible. The Mattel one I still really like. I've always liked it. And he has the alternate head of the laughing look. If I didn't have the thing that happened to my first Pattinson Batman with the breaking on the hinge, with the more tighter head pegs, I would probably swap these, but I'm not going to risk it. Here he is with two other McFarlane Jokers, being the Clown Joker from the Three Jokers and the Mortal Kombat. Here he is with probably my two favorite Joker figures in my collection, being the Hush and the Dark Knight ones. I really wish I had the Mafex Dark Knight Returns one. I love that figure. I just never have gotten it. I will probably someday. While I was at Frankenstein's when I was in California for my birthday, I almost picked him up because he looked really cool. Again, I love this look for Joker. So I don't know. Someday I will pick that figure up. And here we have the horse, which is kind of hard to fit in frame, to be honest. This is a really cool Build-A-Figure because I never would have thought in a million years this was what they would have done. I'm going to be honest, I think this wave leaked. I'm not for sure, because I know usually the figure listings do leak. Honestly, I think I would have said Mutant Leader if they were going to do one. And I am a little upset we never got a mutant leader figure. Now, I am kind of hoping to God that they're going to give us a blue variant of this Batman and a 2-pack with the mutant leader. I would love that, but McFarlane never seems to do good ideas with the 2-packs besides the first two. Not even those were very good. They just had good figures in them. New figures. Yeah, the horse is really nice. Goes down like so, the head. There is a swivel there as well. His legs go out like so, very stiff. Single jointed knees. And fuck. Camera's falling now. I don't like this. Wave here by McFarlane for sure. Here he is with the horse. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share with your friends that are interested. Peace. Love this.